Okay, good morning, everybody. This is a welcome to our turtle release. Today we're on beautiful 7 Mile Beach with the Cayman Turtle Center's Conservation Education Team, and in honor of World Sea Turtle Day, which is today, we are going to be conducting a turtle release. So World Sea Turtle Day is organized by World Wildlife Fund in honor of the sea turtle, which is an iconic marine species. And it's especially significant for the Cayman Islands because the sea turtle is our unofficial national symbol. And today we have 5 healthy 2-year-old sea turtles to release into the wild, and they will go out there and join the rest of their comrades to form part of our natural heritage, and not only the natural heritage, part of our cultural heritage. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with our sea turtles. One of our sea turtles today is sponsored. So we're going to start with that one, and we want to get them into the water as soon as possible. So let's get started. So these turtles are 2 years old. They started their life as eggs laid on the Cayman Turtle Center's beach. And they've been under the care of our turtle husbandry team and our veterinarians, raised them up to a good healthy size. At this stage, this is what we call a head start. So, starting off today, we have Moose. Moose is sponsored. It's a sponsored turtle release. And, well, this is the first time Moose is actually on the beach. So some people wonder why, when you release these animals into the wild, if they actually survive. Well, we know they survive because we know for years, since we're doing this for 50 years now, we know that these turtles actually have survived in the wild. And not only survived, they've thrived and reproduced. So following a 2-year study just completed in 2019, we had international collaboration with the Department of Environment, Cayman Turtle Center, University of Barcelona, University of Exeter in the UK, and University of Georgia in the USA. I conducted this 2-year study, and basically, to make it a short story, by studying genetic material, we have determined that 90% of the breeding population of sea turtles in Grand Cayman can be linked back to the Cayman Turtle Center's release program. In other words, 9 out of 10 nesting females actually are either released from the center or offspring of turtles released from the center. And over the years, if you follow the trends, since DOE started doing nest surveys, turtle nest surveys on Grand Cayman in the early 1990s, they've seen a steady increase in the population of breeding sea turtles. Because when they first started the program, there was just one nest that they found. And now we close to, we estimate, about 200 breeding females in the turtle population here in the Cayman Islands. And 90% of those can be directly traced back to our program. So as Moose is going in, something clicks in that little reptile brain of his. So he's raised in captivity. He's never seen the ocean before. But we've discovered that turtles, green turtles especially, between 1 and 2 years old, when we head start them, at this stage, they're too big for most predators to interfere with them. Because remember, normally this turtle will come out of a nest as a hatchling, just about the size of an Oreo cookie, and he's basically fish food. By raising them to 2 years old and put them through a rigorous health check, right? So they go through a quarantine period. They run through a series of tests to make sure that they're completely healthy and strong. And once they hit the ocean, he becomes a wild sea turtle. Because these animals are highly instinctual. They don't need to be taught to be a sea turtle. It's in them. Millions and millions of years of evolution has programmed that in his brain. So although he's never seen the ocean before, once he gets in there, he'll know what to do. So the cool thing about this also is these guys are herbivores. So it's not like they have to learn how to hunt food. At this stage, this is when these green turtles begin to change their diet from omnivorous basically eating anything they can catch, to more herbivorous diet. So once he gets out there, he'll find seagrass, seaweed, algae on the reef, and begin grazing. In doing that, they help maintain the health of our reefs and our seagrass beds. Green turtles, old Caymanians call them sea buffaloes because they used to move in groups and they would graze on the seagrass beds, just like underwater buffaloes. More recently, we know them as the lawnmowers of the sea, because just like you would mow your lawn to keep it healthy, they mow the seagrass beds to keep them healthy. And in turn, they create an excellent habitat for other animals. And there goes Moose. So he's starting his first day as a wild sea turtle. Once he hits the water, he's no longer our property. He belongs to all of us in here in the Cayman Islands. So now let's start going with the rest of them. And this is Stuart. Stuart's not wasting any time. Looks like Moose paved the way for him. Okay. Okay, and our next turtle heading out is Coral. So we have a sort of entourage going out into the ocean. And as they go down the sand, you can see them leaving that classic turtle crawl, or the track. So make sure today you visit our Facebook page, the rest of our Facebook page, and you will see some information more about sea turtles will be posted there for you. Okay, so Coral doesn't look like he's ready to go just yet. He's probably thinking about that good life he's had back in the center. But it's time for you to go, buddy. So sometimes they need a little helping hand. So we're gonna give him a little bit more of a head start. And Coral is joined by Magellan, named after the famous explorer. Yeah, Magellan's eager to go. Okay, and there goes Coral and Magellan. They are now wild turtles. And our final turtle . And finally we have Pocahontas. And away she goes. She's not wasting any time. The rest of them already have a head start on her. So as I said before, we know that these turtles have returned to Cayman's beaches to nest. Where they're going to nest, we don't know. But they will nest somewhere along Cayman's beaches. So 20 odd years from now, they will come back because they know this is home. Alright guys, so that was it. So we've released 5 new turtles into the wild. We've added to the population of breeding sea turtles here in the Cayman Islands. And we will continue to do that because this is one of our top conservation programs. Not just head starts like these large turtles, we also release hatchlings into the wild, as well as transplant eggs onto the beach to create nests. So watch out for more of these things coming up. So thank you for joining us, and visit the rest of our Facebook page for more information on sea turtles and the programs that we have here at Cayman Turtle Center. And happy World Sea Turtle Day.